Hey guys, welcome. Hope you're ready for a nice little stretch session this morning. It's pretty fresh outside, so it'll be really good to get moving. We'll just wait a minute or so for people to start logging on and then we'll get into it. Hello, welcome. I can't see who it is, but because there's no picture, but hey guys, if you're here you can definitely comment. I'll comment and reply back afterwards. I can't see your comments till after class. Some of you already know that anyway. But yeah, definitely feel free to leave a comment, say hi, and I will reply later. Hopefully we're well this morning. It's pretty foggy and cold outside. Whew, ready for a bit of a stretch. I don't know about you, but I'm a bit sore today. My legs are definitely feeling it. So I'm really looking forward to this stretch. Yes, good. I can see Maddie's little profile picture. Hey, Maddie. That's the only picture I recognize. Good turnout, guys. I'm so proud of you. Thanks for joining. We'll wait another 10 seconds and we'll get into it. All right. So today's stretch session is going to be beginner friendly. In saying that, if there are some things that maybe you can't do that well, please don't worry. I might be a little bit more flexible, I would say, than your average person. So if I'm making something look like you have to look that way, you don't have to look that way. If your stretch doesn't look the same as mine, totally fine, all right? I'm going to talk you through everything. Let's get started. Okay, my name's Steph. If you haven't seen me before, by the way, better say that. So let's come over to our mat. We're going to be standing up first of all, okay, and we're just going to do a little bit of a warm-up. So we're going to reach arms up nice and high, legs are apart, and then you're just going to come down in a little squat, and then we'll go up again, okay? So reaching our arms up, breathing in, and then just coming down in a little squat. And I'm just kind of moving my arms up and down, nice and fancy, nothing too crazy. Starting to warm up those legs and warm up your body. So I did say it's a stretch session, but it's still important to warm up. So that's why we're doing this to start. We just want to make sure we're warm, especially because it's so cold. We don't want to just get straight into holding all these stretches. Excellent. We're going to keep doing this one for another 10, and then we're just going to hold it down in our squat, okay? Get our heart rate up just a little bit. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold down into your squat, hands on your knees. And then what we're going to do is drop one shoulder in, and then the other shoulder in. So we're kind of twisting our spine. Now remember, you don't have to be as low in your squat as me. You might be looking a little bit different here, you might be up a bit higher. That's totally fine. Good. Just dropping one arm, one shoulder at a time. Lovely. 10 more seconds. So kind of doing some dynamic stuff first, and then we'll do some static holds for our stretches. We've got 3, 2, and 1. So standing back up. Now we're going to do a big circle. So you're going to move your arms all the way down one way towards the floor, around all the way to the ceiling, and then reverse. Down to the floor, nice big circle through your spine and your body, and then reverse again. Okay? Again, you don't have to touch the floor. Some of you might be able to touch the floor, but not everyone. So don't stress if you're just doing like a little one. And you just can reverse really at the top or the bottom, whatever feels good for you, guys. Starting to warm up through the body. Let's go for another 15 seconds. Excellent, lovely. Make sure we're breathing. And then in 5, we're actually going to hold it down, okay? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Meeting down near the floor, hands can be dangling or on the floor, okay? Now from here, we're going to walk our hands to one leg and then walk our hands to the other leg. Good. Remember, you can definitely have your feet closer to make it more challenging or further apart to make it a little bit easier for some of you, depending on where you are flexible or not flexible. Good. 10 more seconds, guys. And then we're just going to turn to our right leg, okay? We've got 3, 2, and 1. So turn our hands to our right leg, turn our toes to the right as well. Now you might have your hands on your knee right now, you might not have them on the floor. Try and keep your legs straight. I'm going to have my hands on the floor, give it a go if you can. If not, remember, hands up higher on the thigh is absolutely fine. We're going to be bending that back leg very shortly. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to bend both our knees now, rest our back knee on the floor, and then hands come onto your front knee. So we're in this hip flexor stretch here, pushing our hips towards the floor. We're going to do a couple of variations here, guys. So this one, probably quite familiar with it. I quite like this one, actually. Good. Alright, now let's see, maybe you can bring your hands down to the floor. If you can't, keep your hands up on your knee, that's okay too. And then if anyone wants to try something a little bit more intense, so this is the next option, bring your hands to the left, turn your body away from that right knee, and then bend your left knee so your foot points back. So you're in this awkward kind of position. So I'll do that again if you missed it. You walk your hands over to the left, away from your right leg, and then you bend your left knee. Okay, that's just a harder option if anyone wants it. 10 more seconds, hold it where you can. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center if you're not already. Keep your left hand down, bring your right arm up, twisting through our chest. Still stretching through our left hip flexor, but also rotating through our spine. Good. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to sit down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now I'm just going to sit back, thumb to the floor, left leg is bent and right leg is straight out in front, okay? So here I'm going to start to reach forward to my right foot, getting that hamstring stretch. So let's give it a go. Try to keep your back as straight as you can. You might be grabbing onto your knee, or you might be able to grab your foot, up to you. Now this left leg, my left leg's still bent. Some people might find that a bit too much. If that's you, you could tuck your left knee in instead, okay? So you've got those options there. Breathing out nice and loud to get a little bit lower. Every time you take that big, deep breath out, you should get deeper into your stretch there. Good. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to come back. We'll have our left leg bent for everyone for this one. For the next one. Lovely. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So left leg bent, right leg straight out. We're going to go back on our elbows. Some of you might have done this one with me before. So now we're getting our left quad stretch, maybe that hip as well. If you feel really flexible, you can come all the way down on your back. But again, you might not be able to do that just yet. Since it's still kind of early, or I think it's early, you might actually find you can't stretch too far yet. So just be patient with yourself. Do what your body can do, alright? 15 seconds here. Awesome. So far, so good, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up, okay? And we're going to bend this right leg in and then have our left leg bent as well. So I've bent my right leg in towards my leg. We're in that mermaid position. I'm just going to turn my chest to the left and then turn my chest to the right. So I'm just getting that spine twist here. And if you don't like sitting your legs this way, you can sit cross-legged. So I'll show you front on what it looks like. That's my mermaid position. Left leg bent back, right leg bent in front. Okay? Good. 15 seconds. Just going to face back the way I was so I remember what I'm up to. Otherwise I'm going to forget. Good stuff, guys. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just bring those legs out in front now. You're going to bring your hands behind you as far as you can and try and arch your back and lift your chest up. So you're just trying to arch your back and open your chest as much as you can. It's really gentle because we're sitting down I've got my legs a little bit apart, but you could have them together. We've got 15 seconds. Lift your heart to the sky. And then we'll even everything out on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's come over to the other side now. So we need to start standing up. Okay, legs are going to be apart. Turn our legs to the left, and we're coming down into that little hamstring stretch here. So you might have your hand on your thigh or your knee, or all the way to the floor, depending on what you can do. Try and have both toes pointing forwards. So now we're facing the left. Good. Just starting to stretch the back of the legs a little more. Lovely. Oh. See if you can have your back as straight as you can. That's definitely more achievable with your hand up on your thigh. 10 more seconds, then we'll come down into our lunge. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to bring our right knee down, and we're in our hip flexor stretch. So we're in that nice lunge now, pushing your hips towards the floor. You can bring your hands onto your knee to start. Good, just starting to open up through the front of that right hip. I should have said at the start, guys, I'm not a yoga instructor. These are just stretches I like to do. So I stretch probably a couple of times a week, and these are the things I really find helpful for me. Of course, everyone's going to be a little bit different and have their favourites, but I find these really help maintain flexibility. You can bring your hands down to the floor now, if you're able to, that is. And then if you wanted to try that more advanced option we did earlier, those of you that want to join me, walk your hands away to the right, away from your left leg, and then you bend your right leg. So your right leg bends back. So I'll do it again if you missed it. Hands are down, near the left foot. You would walk the hands away from the left foot, and then bend your right leg back. And then you're getting this really kind of uncomfortable hip stretch. Some of you might be able to do this, but I don't think everyone will be doing it. That's just something I think is quite intense. So don't feel bad if you can't do it. It's not very nice. 10 seconds, guys, and we're back near our left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your left leg. Right hand down, left arm up. Open up through that spine, get that nice twist happening. We're still getting a bit of a hip flexor stretch on the right side. Lovely. 10 more seconds. And I think we sat down next. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now we're going to sit back, okay? Our left leg should be in front and our right leg is bent back, or some of you might have your right leg tucked in, up to you. So now we're just going to reach towards our left foot. Try and keep your spine nice and long, and then that way we're just trying to get that hamstring flexibility here. So remember, you don't have to touch your foot today. You might only be at your knee, whatever you're able to do. And this right leg may not be comfortable. You can change that position if you need, okay? Nice deep breaths. Lovely. Oh, so good. I love stretching. We're going to feel really good after this. I'm sure of it. Last 10 seconds here. Then we're going to lie back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now we've all got our right leg bent just next to us, our left leg out in front, going back maybe to your elbows here. Or some of you might be able to lie all the way down, and we should get that thigh stretched through the right thigh, maybe through the right hip as well. Just find that sort of comfortable position. We want to feel a stretch. It shouldn't be so comfortable that it's just like easy. We should feel a little bit of some degree of discomfort, but obviously not too much. Got about 15 seconds here, guys. Good. Excellent. Oh, last 5, then we're coming up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. coming up now. So we bend our left leg in and we're in that mermaid sitting position. We turn our chest to the right, we turn our chest to the left. Okay, just gently going from side to side. I'll show you front on what my legs look like again. We're in that mermaid position. So left leg is just bent in front and then the right leg is bent, kind of pointing back a bit. Just getting that twist through the spine. The other thing too, the benefit of our legs sitting this way is we're getting internal and external rotation through the hips at the same time. So we're sort of encouraging a little bit more movement through those hips. 10 more seconds, guys. I'm just going to go back the way that I was. Good. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now the next ones we're going to come into. They might be a little bit uncomfortable for some of you, so just do the best that you can. What we're going to do, guys, is come into a nice deep squat, kind of like this, okay? Now, if you can't get there, maybe start standing up and then start to sink down and hold it where you can, forearms on your knees. If you feel more comfortable, you can sink lower with your elbows against your knees. Now, I understand not everyone can get super low, so you might be up here, and that's totally fine. Let's just hold our squat where we can, okay? Whatever you're able to do. And then our goal is to sink lower into our squat. Cool. So the next thing we're going to start to do, guys, your right hand can either be on your knee or near your foot, and our left arm comes up. It can be quite uncomfortable here. So this is probably what it looks like if you can't get very low in your squat. Otherwise, you can sink down. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The side, left hand either on the knee or the foot. Right hand comes up, open through your chest. Remember, you might be higher, totally fine. You just do what you can. Now, I like my feet roughly outside hip width apart. You could be closer or wider. Again, it's going to be up to you, depending on your flexibility and leg length. We've got another 10 seconds on this one. Trying to open up our hips. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now bring your hands in front. So again, you might be up higher and then have your hands in front like so, or you might just want to hold forearms on the knees. If you're nice and low, bring your hands forward. And I'm going to push my elbows into my knees here. Okay? Again, you don't have to do this one. You could be up here instead if you need. 10 more seconds, guys. Not super long. We're going to sit down next. Don't worry. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's sit down now. I know they were pretty intense, okay? So what we're going to do this time is rest your right foot on your left knee and bend your left leg up towards you. So now we're in like our figure 4. This might be a little bit more familiar and a little bit less intense. So I've got my right foot on my left knee, hands behind for this particular one. Now if you want a deeper stretch, move your butt closer to your left foot. So then your leg is like really close to your chest. Good stuff. You can definitely wiggle around. I'm wiggling around a lot, you can probably tell. So we're going to start to rock our legs over to the left, back to the center. Okay, so I'm just moving them across to the side. Excellent. You should feel a little bit more of that stretch through probably your glute and maybe into the hip as well. Good. So kind of gentle, a little bit moving. You might also get a bit in through the lower back. We'll go for another 15. Good job. Excellent. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Straighten the left leg out now. Keep your right leg over. Easy. We're just going to bring our left arm across, around, and we turn to the right. Just got my right hand behind for support. You might just be hugging your knee, and that's fine as well. We're just trying to increase that little bit of a stretch through your spine again, and maybe the glute also. Let's go for 15 here, and then we're going to switch sides. Easy. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the center. Let's switch it over. Left foot onto right knee. Bend your right leg in towards you, hands behind. And just start here. Remember, find your position you're comfortable. So you might need your hands closer to your butt. You might need your right foot close to your butt. That's going to give you more of a stretch. But again, everything might be further apart. Does make it a little easier. Let's start to rock the legs. Oh, that side's really tight. Over to the right, back to the center. Oh, this side's really sore for me. So you guys might have a sore side as well. Oh. And you only go to where your body allows you to at the moment. You'll find the longer we do the stretch, the more you'll be able to relax into it. Good. So good. We'll go for another 15. And then we're back to the center. Oh. You might get a little bit of that impingement in through the front of the hip as well. Just release the stretch off a bit if you have to. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your right leg out, left leg over the top. You might be hugging your knee in or turning to the left. Whatever feels like it's a better stretch for you. Good. I'm just getting that nice spine twist here. You might also get that glute stretch as well. Good. Whew. We're going to come to the center next. Love your work, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the middle. Good. Now this time, we're going to move our legs nice and wide apart. I love these ones. You guys, if you do my stretch classes when I teach them, you're probably used to me doing them all the time. So our legs are as wide apart as we can. And what we're going to do is reach our right arm to the floor, left arm over. So we're doing that side bend. And then the other way. Left hand to the floor, right hand over. And we're just getting that really nice stretch through the side of the body. Now I'm just resting my hand and then my elbow behind my knee. You can definitely do it in front as well, whatever's going to feel more comfortable for you. But I feel like I get a better movement if my hand is behind. Your legs might not be super wide, that's okay. You're just going to do the best that you can right now. Starting to loosen up our spine a little more. A little bit more hamstring stretch too. Let's go for 15 seconds. Oh, beautiful. I feel looser already. I feel graceful when I do this one. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now turn your body to face your right leg. You're going to try and reach your chest towards your right knee. Good. Now you might not be able to get super low, or you might be able to grab your foot, whatever you're able to do. We'll go for another 15 on this side, then we switch sides. Amazing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Let's go to the other side. Over to the left, reaching forward towards your foot, or maybe just your knee, whatever you're able to do. Oh. Let's go for another 15 seconds here, guys. And we're going to bend our knees and bring our feet together. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to the middle, bend your knees, bring your feet together. And now we've got our little butterfly stretch here. So there's a few ways you can do this. Some people bounce their knees up and down. Some kind of wriggle their knees side to side. I like to kind of push my knees down with my hands. And you can also lean forward. What I want you to try and do is bring your feet as close to your body as possible. Good. And then what we're going to do, once you've got your knees as low as you can, bring your hands behind your back and just try and open up through your chest as well. If that's too much, remember, move your feet away from your body a little bit. Now, people who are feeling super flexible, you could lean forward here also, but you're just going to do what you are able to right now. We're going to go here for another 15 seconds. We're on our hands and knees after this one. So good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing ourselves back up. Let's come onto our hands and knees now. So 4-point kneel. Let's do our cat-cows. I feel like it's not a stretch session without some cat-cows. Your spine should feel pretty loose actually, because we've done a lot of spine movement already this morning. Even though it's been a lot of side to side, this should start to loosen up a little bit more. Good. Alright, we're going to start to reach our right arm under our body. In 3, 2, and 1. Right arm comes underneath your body, head to the floor. And then bring your right arm back to the ceiling. Turn your body to the right. And then again, right arm goes under, and right arm goes up. You're just going to move at your own pace, whatever feels good for you. Okay? Oh. You may want to hold the position, or you might want to keep moving. We're all going to hold it together in about 10 seconds anyway. We're almost there. The session goes so quick. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your right arm under your body, head to floor. Can we take our left hand and put it on your lower back? Or straighten your left arm up? Up to you. I feel like a pretzel. So left hand could be on your back or to the ceiling. 10 seconds, guys. Oh yeah, very pretzel-esque. We've got 3, 2, 1. Bring that left hand down and we unpretzel. And left hand reaches under our body. Now let's do the same on the other side. Start to twist, then left arm up, left arm under, head to floor when you do that, and then left arm up. Move at your own speed. Whatever feels good here, guys. Good. In about 10 seconds, we'll hold it down all together. Oh, so good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your left arm under your body. Good. And then head to floor. Right hand to lower back or right hand to ceiling. Whatever you feel more comfortable with. 10 seconds left here. And then we unpretzel. We'll come into a downwards dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's unpretzel. Bring ourselves back to the center. Cool. Now we're going to come into our downwards dog. Curl your toes onto the mat. We're going to lift our hips and straighten our legs. Drop your head down between your arms. We're going to pedal those legs out, bending one knee at a time. Getting that really nice stretch, probably through your upper back, shoulders, calves, hamstrings, everywhere. Oh, it feels so good. Really nice, guys. We're going to come to the floor very shortly. We are nearly done, believe it or not. 15 seconds here. Feel free to do a little wiggle side to side if you need. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into your plank, we're going to then go knees to floor, chest to floor. And let's come into our little cobra stretch. So I'm going to have my forearms down, getting some back extension. If you feel like you want more, just push yourself up more with your hands. And try and keep those shoulders down away from your ears. And of course, you can just stay on your elbows if you prefer. 10 more seconds here, guys. We're almost there. We're going to do my other favorite one. I have lots of favorites. Last 3, 2, and 1. Chest back down, arms out nice and wide. So we're in a cross shape now. Keep your left arm out nice and wide. Bring your right foot up and move it behind your bum to the floor. And I slid my right hand into my chest as well when I did that. So I'll do it again for you if you missed it. So I keep my left arm out straight in line with the shoulder. Right foot comes up. Right foot steps behind my left butt cheek onto the floor. And then my right knee is pointing up to the ceiling. Opening up through our hips, back, and chest as well. I love this one. Again, if you do my stretch classes frequently, you'll know I love it. We'll go for another 10 seconds here, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the middle. Right arm goes out nice and wide this time. Left leg picks up. Across, left foot behind your butt, and we roll our hips back a little. My left hand just comes in near my chest for support. And we're getting that nice hip opener, lower back and chest stretch. So your right arm should still be out in line with your shoulder, just straight out to the side. 4. We're going to finish in the center for a child's pose. We're almost done. You guys did such a good job. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back to the middle here, guys. We're going to push back into our child's pose. Open those knees apart. Sink your hips back and arms forward. You can rest your head on the floor here. Crawl those fingertips a little bit more forward. Beautiful. Walk your hands across the left side of the mat. And just hold it there. Feel a little bit more through your right lat stretch. Walk your hands across to the other side, the right side of the mat. Feel that left lat stretch. Last 3, 2, and 1. Just coming back into the middle and coming back to your sitting position. Guys, we're all done. That went so quickly. Oh, I hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. A nice little retest that you can always do is test your squat again and see if you feel looser. So that's a good way to know or feel if you've had a little bit of an increase in flexibility there. Thanks so much for joining in this morning. I hope you guys liked it. And if you have any requests next week for exercises, I've already put up my events. We're not doing a stretch session next week with me, but maybe the week after we'll do it like every fortnight. So I hope you guys liked it and have a really good day. I'll see you soon.